Hello guys, happy Tuesday.
Bank holiday, so it's Tuesday now.
Yeah.
Just starting sprint planning for the week. It's going to be a lot of DLC work, so the Cats DLC is coming out this week, and there's some levels fixing on that and some QA to finish up on that, get that ready to be released. And then we want to get the next DLC store pages ready. That's a Coloring Voxels store page he's sending off for the Zodiac DLC, and the Hexseed DLC needs to be started as well before we want to do Coloring Voxels for the most part, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So we need to get the store page sent off for approval, I think, this week, so that we can get the demo sent off for approval. So then we can apply for Next Fest, which is part of like our release schedule thing. I'm just dreading this week because I've got loads of stuff I have to deal with the accountants, and we've got like a grant interview call that I have to do. Stuff that I can't really show you on video, but it's gonna be a hassle, and I'm sick, so. Okay, so a bit of an odd day for us here, but we're going to be working on Skystate Kingdom mainly a lot. So we've got a call it's basically an interview for a government grant to help us fund the project, because it is sort of going to be hopefully the next big game that we're working on. So not quite as big as Skystate Ranch, but much bigger than any of the other things like Hexseed and Wood and things like that. And yeah, we've mainly just been going through the game design document that I'm scrolling through now. Basically familiarizing ourselves with the project. So just trying to anticipate any questions we might get asked, things like that. It's quite good because Laura and Jack have done a fair few of like artist sketch stuff. So Jack's done some concept art, which I'm sure he talked about in last week's devlog. Looking really good. A lot of this stuff I would love to get some more. And then Laura did some like art style tests, which are looking really good. The sort of like the aesthetic is looking really nice. So would love to sort of get the opportunity to expand on this as best we can. And then fingers crossed this interview goes well. We've got about 15 minutes until we have to join the call. I guess wish us luck.
So a big part of today is going over the last of the Wooloops Cats DLC stuff. So I've been going over Rob's QA for the levels he has finished. Just a couple of minor issues that I've pushed back. He's already fixed most of them, and as well as that, I finished up the last other levels I had to do as well. So that was the it's already done. That was this espresso cat here. Quite happy with the way it's turned out. Looks like it's gone straight from QA to done as well, which is good. Only found a minor issue with this neon cat level, which is specifically this section here. Finished a step too early. You can see there's not a double row when everything else is. So very minor quick fix. All else left to do is to finish up this level here. Laura very kindly do the turn the photograph into line art work. So I'll go ahead and make this level, and that'll be the last of those done, minus a little bit of QA here and there.
Today I was making a block out for the beach island. It looks quite small, but the character is extremely tiny, so the player will still be able to walk and build with plenty of space. I haven't really done much here, and the beach water part is quite tricky. I kind of wanted the skylit spawning points to look like little individual islands surrounded by water. But yeah, very early progress.
So I've been going over the achievements for the Cats DLC, and there's some catching up to do in regards to localizing a lot of these achievements. So as you're going through that, this is the last language, this is Czech. As you can see, some of the quotation marks get replaced with the local version of the quotation marks, which is important when we are uploading files like this, because this is a custom file format for Steam, I believe, and it's very picky in that, making sure that the file is readable. Obviously, you're going to blur a lot of this because you can't see some of the details, but you can see what I'm referring to. So what I'm doing is doing the find and replace feature just to make sure that's corrected. There was one weird issue with this pack where some of these levels were getting quotation marks around this, and that also, with it being just a file reading format, was causing issues. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, and that should be the last one if we get this uploaded. And there we go, that's worked. So that should be, if we head back to Steam, The last of the achievements should all be localized now. Oh, missed 4 in Chinese somehow, so I'll quickly look at that, get that corrected. But yeah, finally on top of the localization as well. All the achievements are live, all the levels are live on the cats page. There's just this last one to fix, which I think Rob's done. So I'm going to pre-play this one, and if this is good, this will be the DLC ready to go.
Hello! Today I made better progress on the beach island, which is good. I think yesterday I was quite confused about how the island would carry the beach. And I wanted the skylit spawning points to be in water, but then it didn't really work well. It kind of looked like a donut, the whole water around the island. So I changed it a little bit and created this little cliff island in the middle and little stairs. The lift will go down from the upper islands, and then the character should be able to walk down here. And then I also made some sand castles just to decorate the build a little bit. Definitely need more decorations. That's a surfboard I inserted here, and yeah.
Yeah, so a little bit of work on Coloring Voxels today. We've just finished off the Loop DLC and got that build all submitted and things like that. So yeah, Coloring Voxels, we're working on the store page stuff today. So I've just made this scene that's going to act as like a screenshotter. One of the things that we wanted to do is to just sort of streamline the process with all of the assets and things like that that we have to make for DLC. Essentially, there's loads of work that needs to be done to create level images. So now I've got this script that, well, in theory, you just press play and then it generates all the files you need. So it's taking screenshots on my desktop. Yeah, here we go. So it's just executed there, and then it's generated these screenshots, which is perfect for uploading to Steam. So a couple of extra things that we need to have. Obviously, we need a background and the pencil that people are familiar with. But yeah, this should work, and then hopefully we'll be able to get it working with localization and all of the DLC stuff as well. So should be quite useful.
Okay, so I'm working on the Zodiac DLC and Celebration DLC at the same time. I think this is the first time I've had to work on 2 DLCs at one time, but I'm really enjoying it. Obviously Zodiac's a bit more locked into what I have to draw, but the Celebration DLC I can sort of draw it at once, so it's a nice creative break. And I'm pretty much on the same sort of level count on both. I think I'm on 8 for this, and I think I'm on 8. Yeah, I'm on 8 as well for Celebration. So I've stopped doing Anniversary for now, as Zodiac is the closest one, but I've got a little head start now, and I'm currently on doing, I think it's Aries? Yeah, I'm doing the Ram, which is the Zodiac sign for Aries. And you can see on the iPad, I've started the design. Obviously rams and typically goats as well, like climbing cliffs, so I'm doing a bit of a scene, sort of like the Lion King. He's looking at the stars in the sky here, and I'm going to draw a little ram here. I'll do a little quick sketch so you can see what I'm trying to plan. So there's going to be a little ram here. What does a ram look like? It's got a big horn. Yeah, that's close enough. And there'll be a star sign in the sky here. So that's the plan. Hopefully this one won't take too long. I've been stumped with it for a little while, trying to get the cliff incorporated, but I've pretty much got the design locked in now, so hopefully this one won't take too long, and then I'm going to do a bit of a smaller one for the next one. Okay, so after yesterday, I did manage to get stumped on this image again, like I mentioned. I actually took a day's break and came back the next day. I managed to wrap up this image fairly easily the next day. I think it was the sort of background and merging with the sky that sort of caused a lot of the issues for me. I just couldn't decide how I wanted to merge these two bits together, as the lighting just seemed to be a bit off. And you can see here I've added a bit of a gradient to the sort of grass plane. Also, of course, I've added in the ram, added in the star sign, and I think I've made it all blend together a lot better now. So I'm quite happy with it. As the next image, I need to do Leo, and I didn't realise that Leo's symbol was a lion. Fun fact, my symbol is Leo, so who knew? And I also realised that halfway through this drawing that the symbol for, well, not a symbol, but sunflowers also represent Leo. So I'll try to incorporate a lot of that in this one design. I try to keep it small. It's not tiny. It's not small. It's 76 by 101, but I think I got a lot of the detail in there. Overall, I'm pretty proud of this one. So I'm going to jump on to the next star sign now. I'm not sure what it is, but hopefully that one won't take too long either.
I did a few announcement tasks today because we have the Cats DLC coming out tonight, as well as I've got the Zodiac DLC coming out soon. So those announcements are all live and going and active now. Other than that though, I've been working on Hexseed because that's the next DLC that needs to be made from me. So yeah, going through now. I spent time yesterday doing the world layout, and now I'm just going through making the actual level. So I've got the first 5 here. There's no new mechanics this time, but I do want to make sure that we are using the new mechanic quite a lot still as well. And yeah, for this particular DLC, yeah, going for this sort of shape here, it's 140 levels as well. So we're a little bit more than last time, but we don't want to go too crazy. We'll start doing multiple levels just yet, because that'll, yeah, it gets a bit too much. So yeah, for now, this should be a good size, and then going to go through and fill up all these levels with some playable levels.
Okay, so I've just wrapped up another image for Zodiac, and this one was definitely a bit more of a fun one, a bit more of a creative sort of process for this one. I sort of wanted to do the, what do you call it, a centaur? I'm not sure which one this is for. I think this is Sagittarius, the Zodiac sign. I didn't want to just draw a centaur, so I tried to make it sort of fit into the theme of the sky, and I think I've done pretty well. I'm actually quite happy with this one. It did a lot better than I thought it would, and I've incorporated a bit of a forest in the background, so there's a bit more of a scene in there. It definitely has that sort of like neon vibe to it. So yeah, now that's done. I'm jumping back over to celebrations, and I've worked on the store page icon. I'm sure Lee will put the store page logo here on the right. But you can see there, I've incorporated it and tried to incorporate most of the colours on the title, and Lee suggested making the background as well the original Coloring Pickles colour, as it is a bit of a different pack, a bit of a special one. So hopefully it'll look nice. Yes, packed with enthusiasm.
It's Friday.
It's Friday, yes.
End of the week. Rob's not in on Monday either because he's off for his birthday. So happy birthday, Rob. Yeah, as of this video going out though, we will be wrapping up the Zodiac's coming out the week after this video comes out.
Yeah,
the Zodiac DLC is coming out in a week. The store page is live, so check that out. As well as that, we have the Hexseed DLC as well towards the end of the month. That store page will be live as well. I can pre-order it with the Year Pass, which is already out. It's been out for a few months now. And the Zodiac DLC, back on that, has a giveaway that's live in the Discord as well. So you jump in the Discord, you can check it out, join the giveaway, and maybe get the DLC for free if you're lucky.
The Celebration DLC will also have a store page up by then, so you can have a little sneak peek at that 40 big pack that's coming out. It will be for a little while yet, but you'll be able to see the store page. But yeah, thank you to all our Patreon members, our Discord members, and by the time this video comes out, thank you to everyone who joined the stream. Happy birthday, Bob.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.